my best friend. Didn't care about the rules, good on the weekends. I'll be in fools, drifting to deep space. So brave and so stupid, just like the movies. I was gonna stay in the fight with you, just thinking we would do this until we couldn't do it. Each and every high, every night with you and
Hello guys, welcome back to Being Mrs. Frasure, or welcome if you are new. If you are new, go ahead and hit that red subscribe button, come along, join my YouTube family. I'm so grateful that each and every one of you decided to click on my video today. We are doing just like the title said. We are refreshing some of our landscaping and we are decorating for summer. Yes, finally, we are pulling out that red, white, and blue decor and I am so excited. I am actually starting here on staining this board. I love wind chimes. I almost forgot what it was called. I love wind chimes. They just sound so beautiful to me. And I have been on the hunt for quite some time now looking for a good sized one. And luck would have it, I was at Hobby Lobby the other day and I found one. So I thought that I wanted to hang it on the wall. I wasn't 100% sure of how I wanted to hang it. And then Fred and I came up with this idea. This piece of wood was actually, I had bought it a while ago to hang our address on it. So it was just kind of hanging out. And I was like, hey, why don't I use this? Go buy one of those hanging plant hooks and we'll connect it all together and hang the wind chime from the wall, because we didn't really know where to hang it at we couldn't necessarily agree on where to hang it from like the gutter area, I guess, if you will. So this was my idea. So that's what you're seeing me do. I'm trying to create something to hold my new wind chime. So that was the easy part. I literally just stained it with some gel stain that we had lying around. The wood piece was lying around. And again, I got this hook. It's just a planter's hook, or a hanging plant hook. I actually picked it up at Lowe's. I think it was like $14 or $15, which honestly was kind of expensive, especially because, spoiler alert, I didn't use it. I ended up finding a spot on like the ledge on the soffit, I guess, up by the gutter, that I ended up loving it a lot better. It was kind of where I originally wanted to put it. Fred and I had some miscommunication and he didn't understand what I meant and I didn't understand where he meant. So we figured it out though, and I will show you more towards the end of the video. I also will show you the sound of it at the end of the video, so make sure you stay tuned because it is absolutely beautiful and I love it so much. Next up though, we needed some seating, and I will tell you what, I have been on the hunt. I could not find just the right seating. Originally, I wanted like this poly material glider bench from our local Amish furniture store, but that was like over $1,000, so definitely not in my budget. And then I was like, okay, I'll look on Facebook Marketplace and see what I can find. And I found a few benches, like the older wrought iron kind of bench. And I was like, oh, that's perfect. I'll just paint it, sand it, whatever, get rid of the rust. Couldn't get the lady to message me back. And then I found one that was like a bistro set. Couldn't get her to message me back. And then I found another bench, and I was like, okay, I really like that. It had been on Marketplace for a little while, so I kind of offered him a little bit under his price, Well, apparently he didn't like that because he never messaged me back. I'm like, you could just say no, I totally would have paid the price, you know, but everybody tries to get something used for a little cheaper, but, you know, if he wanted to say no, he could have said no, but he didn't. So as luck would have it, we ended up finding these it's like a PVC or plastic type material that's really, really good for Florida because it doesn't rust. It doesn't get, like, you know, how wood, when it gets moisture and stuff build up into it, it just kind of ruins the wood. There's really, literally, like, no upkeep to these other than maybe rinsing them off when they get dirty. So we actually found them at Lowe's, of all places. Now, they are $269 a piece, which was out of pocket, or not out of pocket, out of budget. My budget was $200 total. But like I said, luck would have it, we found 2 chairs that actually had return stickers on them. And all they said was that they were missing parts. And so, I mean, it was like 5 minutes till closing and we were just kind of looking. We actually went to Lowe's for something else. Not even thinking about furniture, but for whatever reason, it caught my eye. So I looked, and go figure, the manager was like, you know what? I'll give them to you. Buy one, get one free. 2 for the price of 1. You guys can have them. You know, if there's missing parts, go ahead, reach out to the company and they'll send you the parts that you're missing. And I'm like, okay, that's perfect. So we decided to go ahead and try it out and see what happened. Well, the first one was perfect. There was no missing parts. Everything went together smoothly. It was good to go. And then we pulled out the second one and it did not go as easily. However, we called the company for the missing parts. They said we had to take it back to Lowe's. Lowe's would order the missing parts for us. So it didn't work out that well. And basically, long story short, we ended up getting a brand new chair for nothing. So we got these 2 chairs, nothing wrong with them, BOGO, 2 of them together for $269. We went $69 over budget, but it was definitely worth it because these chairs have a 20-year warranty on them. And quite honestly, after 20 years, I might not even want them anymore. So I thought it was perfect. And I am so glad because they turn out perfect for the spot that I wanted to put them in.
Get it out. I'm about to lose my mind again. How did you stop loving me? How is that even possible? How could we let love go? How could we move on? Why you wanna let me go? Now. Are you saying that to change your mind? Well, have a pity, let me know.
Another thing I wanted to get done before I put the chairs out, I wanted to get this front porch area. I wanted to get it cleaned off. It was quite dirty, as you can tell. I was completely covered in dirt, and well, it's not dirt here, we have sand. But I was completely covered in just a bunch of yuck. After spraying this all off, Fred was like, "What did you do?" It was terrible, but totally worth it because this area needed sprayed off so bad. I think I mentioned it in our landscaping video that I needed to do this, but it's definitely super satisfying just to see this get cleaned off. This is our pressure washer, power washer. I can't remember exactly what it's called, but anyway, we actually picked this up a couple years ago at Lowe's. Apparently, we love Lowe's, which we do. Everything we usually buy is from Lowe's. If it's not, once in a while, we get things from Home Depot. But Lowe's is our go-to. It's right around the corner from us. It was right around the corner from our old house, so it just works. But anyway, we picked this up a couple years ago, I think for like $100 on like I don't know if it was a Black Friday special or maybe a Memorial Day special. But it actually works pretty well. Is it the best? No. But does it get the job done? Absolutely it does. Another spoiler alert, this bush here on the left side, that thing is going bye-bye. So make sure you stay tuned and see what we do.
Out of the fire.
You guys may be wondering too. Yes, this is only the outside decorating. If you are curious or would like to see the inside decor for summer, I am coming out with that on Wednesday. So make sure you are subscribed. Hit that notification bell so you don't miss out when I upload. I think it'll probably be up at 3 o'clock. Sometimes I post at 11, sometimes I post at 3, but I think this Wednesdays will probably, actually sometimes I even post at 5. Wednesdays are kind of up in the air. It depends on how busy the beginning of my week is, and sometimes it's just a little bit busier than most. However, my kids are officially out of school. Today was their last day. Woo woo! I am so excited for summer, so ready for it. But anyway, since they're out of school, it might not be so busy, so I might be able to have it up for you guys by 3 on Wednesday. But either way, the inside summer decor is coming. I'm so excited though. We are going over to Mount Dora this weekend. And they have like a antique, thrift, all the things, like homemade stuff, like I said, antiques and stuff like that, like all the things. Apparently, I have never been there. I think it's called like Renegers or something like that. I don't know if you guys have heard of it. I know that there's one in Mount Dora in Melbourne, Florida, and then there's 2 up in Pennsylvania, and I'm super excited. I've heard all the good things about it, so we're just gonna kind of make a day of it. And I don't know. I know I said I'm super excited, but I really, really am, and I cannot wait to go and see what goodies I find. So if you want to see what I find, come back on Wednesday because I'm also going to be sharing that then. I have some ideas in my head of decor pieces that I'm looking for, like antique items, and yeah. So fingers crossed that I find what I'm looking for because this space is huge from what I'm understanding. So anyway, how satisfying squirrel how satisfying is this cleaning going, you guys? I was so satisfied watching this. It made me so happy. Just cleaning off all that dirt and grime and gunk and who knows all of what. The only downfall though, I did notice that some of these red pavers are a little bit more worn and tore. I don't know how to say that, but anyway, y'all know what I mean, right? You guys know I can't talk. Or I get messed up with my words, but that's okay. They're a little bit, they have wear and tear, I don't know. Anyway, point being, they're a little bit faded, and I noticed that after I pressure wash them, so I don't know what really to do about it. I don't really want to replace them. I think it'll be okay. I honestly don't even know what to do with this area because it's quite a large space. I know it's kind of hard to tell here on camera. I mean, maybe you guys can tell. I don't know. But the little red squares are about 11.5 by 11.5, and then the bigger ones I think are like 18 or 16 by 16. I can't remember a whole lot, but anyway, it's a big space, and I'm kind of at a loss of what to do with it, but it is what it is. Once we get the decor out there and the chairs, it looks really good. So anyway, as you can see here, this is where that bush was. Remember I said earlier we tear it out? Yes, we did. It was a lizard haven. It was a mess. And so we took it out. We just weren't a fan of it. Even from the very beginning, when we saw the house on the market, when we looked at the house before we bought it, we just weren't a fan of it. And so I think it's like is it a Chinese palm or a Christmas palm or something to that effect? I think it's a Chinese palm, and the one behind me is a Christmas palm, but I'm not a plant person. I don't know. But anyway, we went ahead and tore it out, and so we're going to go ahead and replace the tiles that were missing from where it was at. Mia and I were having some problems, so we had to wait for Fred to come save the day, because that's what he usually does. He always saves the day.
I was looking like a fool when I met ya. All covered up in the dirt from my past. So insecure by myself when I met ya. Won't you give me any warning? I've been thinking about you day and night and day and night. To be honest, I just don't know what to do next. Cause I'm the one with a broken heart, waiting for you to come out and save me. I'm a mess, need to untie.
Poor Mia. She's my oldest, and she was actually out of school pretty much all week. Her last day was basically a week ago. She technically went this week, or like Tuesday. Memorial Day was Monday, so I think she went on Tuesday, and it was like a huge ordeal to get her to be able to leave, because she didn't have any testing. So apparently if there's no testing, they can just leave, or even after their test that they have for the day, they were able to leave school. Well, she got a note from her teacher, did what we thought she was supposed to do, and then they counted her truant, and it was a whole ordeal. But anyway, we got it figured out, and she was able to stay home with me. You guys, if you don't know, I homeschooled her last year for her 8th grade year, and she went back to public school for her freshman year, and I kind of felt like she was back homeschooling because it was just her while the other 3 continued their last week of school. And poor kid, I had to get her help with some things. And you know what? She's such a good kid though. She was willing to help, no questions asked. And she came out with no questions. She just came out and was like, yeah, I'll help, no big deal, whatever. But what I was trying to get at, she is really getting into photography. And if you guys don't follow me over on Instagram, I'm at bean_Mrs. Frasure. But what I'm trying to get at, if you guys don't follow me over there, definitely go check my page out. But also, like I said, she's getting into photography and she is doing an amazing job. She's new, so don't judge too hard, but definitely go check her out. She is at M Frasure Photo. Follow her, you guys. She is very up and coming with her photography skills, and she is doing so good. I am so proud of her. She also had a 4.0 her whole freshman year. Can you believe it? Like, that was not me. School was a struggle for sure for me, so I am so proud of her. I am so proud of all of my kiddos. My 5th grader, this is her last year at elementary school. And then I have an 8th grader. It's her last year in middle school. So it's definitely, they're getting older and it's hard. But I am so excited and so proud of all of them. Honestly, they've just come a long way. Hayden had honor roll. She got to go to an honor roll like banquet for having honor roll all of middle school, which is super exciting. And Kendall won she was one of 3 out of like 100 kids that had perfect attendance for the school year. So I'm so proud of her for that. But yeah, just my kids are growing up, my babies are growing up, and it's so sad. But I'm so proud of all of them.
Couch in your apartment. No, I am not the same. Everything has changed. Every day, 24/7, you call my name, and I will come running. Yeah, every day, 24/7. Yeah, every day, I will come running, babe.
So, like I said, Fred came and saved the day. He got all the pieces in, no problem. He did end up having to take up one of the white wood pieces and then finagle everything into place. And then he put the wood piece was able to go back down. So it was no big deal. And then he's just using the sand to kind of fill in the little cracks and crevices. And just kind of even and settle everything out. So I am so thankful for him, you guys. He is such a lifesaver, I swear. But I mean, he literally got off work and came home and did this. I mean, it was probably like a 20-30 minute project to finish, but he did that after he worked all day. So anyway, as you can see, it's all brand new and it looks so good. I'm so happy, but here comes the best part. We get to decorate, and I absolutely love how it turned out. I do want to get like a little table or something to put in between these two chairs, but that'll come at a different time because I can't find anything I like, but I do have a few ideas brewing, so we'll see what happens. But let's go ahead and get this porch decorated.
Yeah, every day, babe. And days turned into nights on the couch. No.
So while I'm thinking about it, I just wanted to also let you guys know where everything came from. This wreath is actually from Lowe's. Go figure. I had a hard time finding a wreath that I really liked, and when we walked in, this was one of the purchases that came with the chairs that I was not planning on buying. I was also not planning on buying this wreath, but I saw it. It was the first one that I really actually liked, and so I grabbed it. The rugs, both rugs came from Hobby Lobby. The pillows came from Hobby Lobby. And the sign came from Hobby Lobby, so you'll see that here in just a second. But I absolutely love layering the rugs, like using this, like the plaid or another type of patterned rug under the actual outdoor rug. Thankfully, this area is covered, so it shouldn't be an issue with rain. I will say, though, we are officially in hurricane season. Woohoo! First tropical storm is, yes, brewing out there in the Gulf, but it seems to be that it should be weakening tonight. Thank God for that. But anyway, so I will bring everything in if it does rain. Actually, I bring the pillows in every night just in case, because I don't want them blowing all over because they're not outside pillows. So anyway, I absolutely love how this turned out. I do have an American flag pillow that I ended up bringing out because I thought that it needed another pillow, but I didn't really want to go buy another home pillow because they're no longer on sale. But you know what it is. Gotta save that coin where you can. But see, there's the American flag pillow. I actually picked that up a few years ago, which I do have a video on my channel a few years ago for when I decorated our old house. But anyway, guys, that's going to be it for today. Make sure you stay tuned to hear the new wind chime. And don't forget to hit the red subscribe button and give my video a big thumbs up. Stay happy, healthy, and safe. And I will see you in the next one. Bye, guys.